Hello everyone, Unimium here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a Danger Kozmo deck profile. So, I've been brewing this up over the course of a few days in ranked, and it is a lot of fun. I don't think it's very good, but it is a lot of fun, and that's all that matters to me. So, let's just hop into it. For our hand traps, we have 3 Max C, 3 Ash, as is standard. Basically what you should be running in Master Duel anyways. For our small Kozmo boys, we have Tin Can and Sword Troopers at 3, and then Strawman at 2 and Farm Girl at 1. So all of the small Cosmos have the effect to tag out from hand into a Kozmo that is a level higher than it. So Tin Can will tag into 2 or higher, Strawman 3 or higher, Farm Girl 4 or higher, and Sword Trooper 4 or higher. All of them also have different effects on the field. Tin Can is during the end phase. You can pay 500 to reveal 3 Kozmo cards with different names. 1 goes to your hand and the other 2 go to grave. Strawman is basically a monster reborn, but from the banished pile. Summon it back and it's destroyed during the end phase. Farm Girl searches if it deals battle damage. And Sword Trooper is a monster reborn for specifically the psychics, which is all of these small ones plus Dark Lady. Okay, so those are all the small guys. For the big guys, all of the big guys have an effect to tag out for a level lower than it. So Slip Rider's a 5, it'll tag out for 4. Dark Lady's a 5, never mind, don't listen to me. Just Slip Rider has that effect. It's really weird. But when they get destroyed, they can summon certain levels from deck. So Slip Rider summons a 4 or lower. Dark Lady, for some reason, tags out. Forerunner summons a 6, and Destroyer summons a 7. I don't know why Dark Lady tags out, it's super weird. Anyways, Slip Rider on normal or special is a spell trap pop, and like I said, it can tag out for a level 4 or lower. Dark Lady is pay 1,000 for a monster negate, and it tags out for 6 or higher. Forerunner gains you 1,000 during your standby phase, and it summons a 6 or lower, and for the 7s or higher, my fault, it has the effect that it cannot be targeted as well. So I'm running a Forerunner and 3 Destroyer that cannot be targeted. The Destroyer is a monster pop and summons a 7 or lower, so Destroyer can get you literally anything from the deck. It is really good. For our Danger package, we have a 3 Thunderbird, which is a spell trap pop if it discards itself, and a special summon and a draw if it discards anything else. And Ogopogo is a Foolish Burial of a Danger card if it discards itself, and it summons and draws if it discards anything else. I have thought about running Danger Response Team, just at 1 copy for Ogopogo. So if it's in the grave, you can discard a danger, place it on the bottom, and then draw 1, which is good for if your hand is clogged, or like you don't want to activate a danger because you have like Thunderbird and Max C or Thunderbird and a big guy in your hand and you don't want to get rid of anything. For our spells, we have 1 Monster Reborn, generically good card. Even if we don't have a lot of stuff in the graveyard, sometimes they could have something good, or, you know, Slip Rider its banish effect could get negated or something like that. We have 3 Pot of Prosperity. The extra deck matters slightly more in this build than other builds, but you could definitely still get away with banishing 6. You could also play Extrav, but especially in this build, Prosperity is better. I'd say in normal Kozmo builds, like pure Kozmo, a skill drain beatdown with Dark Destroyer, Extrav is probably better. We have 3 of the field spell Kozmo Town. Once per turn, you can return a banished Kozmo to the hand, but lose life points equal to its level times 100. And then you can also shuffle back Kozmo monsters from your hand to deck and then draw equal to the number of cards you shuffled back. And then if it gets popped, you can search for a Kozmo card. Field Spell basically does everything. It's also why I run 2 MST. If I'm in a pinch, I can pop Kozmo to search for something that I need, or I can just pop Kozmo to search for another Kozmo and do everything again, because it's not a hard once per turn. We also have 2 emergency teleport, because, you know, it gets half of the monsters in our deck, and it getting banished in the end phase is honestly a benefit, considering Kozmo can recycle it and stuff like that. 2 called by as just a way to deal with Maxi, way to deal with Ash, Effect Veiler, anything that they may try to throw at us, or just anything in the graveyard. And 2 Judgment as a generic negate if our hand is kind of subpar. So I've also been thinking about using this as like just a blind second list, in which case what I would do is I would cut the 2 Judgment for a Raigeki and the Danger Response team, and, you know, still get Monster Pops, Spell Trap Pops, Battle Phase effects, spell negates off of Hope Harbinger, really good Zeus access. But yeah, as for our extra deck, I am running an Auroradon package, so we do have a couple synchros in here. We have a copy of Chanbara. I'm slightly biased towards Speedroids, so I have this in here, but it also is just a really good generic way to OTK. And then we have Wind Pegasus at Ignister. It is another Spell Trap pop, as well as being a spin. If my opponents out it, I can banish it from the grave and shuffle something back into their deck. We have a copy of Fortune Tune. Basically just a really easy way to make Zeus, and also the standby phase effect of shuffling 2 level 3s back into the deck does come up every so often. We have a Bamboozling Gossip Shadow, just as a generic quote monster negate for, you know, gives us draw power. Yeah, it lets the opponent draw a card, but not getting the Beerroot or Max Seed or anything like that is still going to be pretty good. We have Dragluon, probably the most cuttable card in this deck currently. This hasn't come up at all. I just don't have anything to replace it with right now, so we're just going to skip past it. Number 38, Hope Harbinger, a quick effect spell negate, adds material, and is attack redirection. Just a really good deck to have if you have a lot of level 8 monsters, which we played 9 of, I believe, the 6 Dangers and the 3 Dark Destroyers, so you can get into this card super easily. We have 2 copies of a 97 Draglubion. You can detach material once you make this card and take 2 dragon number monsters, summon one and attach the other as material. And our target usually is these 2. Either way you want to do it, just depends on the situation you're in. So number 92, during your opponent's end phase, banishes everything that was normal, special summoned, or set. It cannot be destroyed by battle, but it doesn't have targeting protection or destruction protection, so you may have to play Protect the Castle with it, depending on what deck they're playing. And Heart Earth Chaos Dragon, if it has the other number 92 as material, it is a Kali Yuga on your turn, negates everything that is face up on your opponent's field, and your opponent cannot negate that effect. We also have a copy of Zeus. We play about 9 Xyz monsters or something like that, so Zeus is just a really good card to have. We have a copy of Nightmare Cerberus, a copy of Nightmare Phoenix, and a copy of Geonator Transverser as our Link 2s. Transverser is a super good card to out problem monsters, and especially if you have Tin Can on the field, it could present lethal really easily, and everyone knows how good Cerberus and Phoenix are. And then we have Auroradon. So this inclusion is a little weird. I am only playing like 7 machines. 6. The Forerunner, the 2 Slip Rider, and the 3 Dark Destroyer. And I guess technically the O-Lion, but I want to summon that off of the Auroradon, so I don't count that. But it is really good to stall, provides good destruction effects if you don't draw the O-Lion. you can use that to get into Chanbara or other synchro monsters super easily, and in a pinch it can actually recycle a Solemn Judgment or a Kozmo or a Skill Drain, whatever you may be playing, just to get you back more resources. So that is the profile I noticed on my Trap Tricks guide that I put out, that you guys were actually throwing down in the comments suggesting certain plays I could be making against Eldritch, since I showed that I struggled in that matchup a little bit. So if you guys have any things I could add for the Dragluon, any extra deck monsters that I'm missing, if you guys play Kozmo, if you have any things to throw my way, I'll gladly look into it. I'm always testing in this game and always having a good time doing it. So anyways, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys next time.